Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to our Orc Deffwatch campaign. I'm just going to throw this little intro before the campaign starts, just to let you know that this campaign is in 8th edition 40k, but it's before the new Orc Codex came out, which just came out recently. But it's part of the fundraiser we did during the 24-hour live stream. We raised enough money that we were going to put out the entire thing for free. Normally, there's 21 episodes in total, and only 2 of them have been released to YouTube as of yet, and now we're going to release all 21 over the next few weeks. Once this one is done, we'll do our Gorka Morka seasons 1 and 2, and also Yogvir and Tor. So just keep that in mind. This was filmed during 8th edition, but a while ago, so don't talk about new Orc Codex stuff in the sense that you're thinking we did it wrong. You can talk about it in the sense of what's changed, of course, that's great. And just sit back and enjoy Deffwatch.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Deffwatch.
Beep, beep, boop, boop. Your commando is trying to figure out the controls as he's snuck in after you've been captured by Trazyn the Infinite and brought back to his vaults. And of course, Trazyn the Infinite, for those who don't know, is a collector Necron. He's been around for millions of years, and he likes to collect stuff.
He's picking a few things.
This is a tiny, tiny, tiny part of his world-size museum of things that he's collected over the past few million years. And so when he was down there at Armageddon for whatever reason, maybe for the same reason you were, and saw these very unique looking orcs, he couldn't help but realize that there's something weird going on, and he wanted them for his collection. Didn't get to capture all of them though, and your commando snuck aboard the ship that Trazyn flew back on, and he's no Bork. He's an awesome commando. He is very good at hiding. He is that good that he was able to stow away on board a Necron vessel with no nutrients for a very long trip. And after you were brought here and put into your specific poses and put into stasis, he is now trying to find a way to unlock it, which he doesn't find until he realizes he can just smash it with a dare trap knife. And as he smashes it, the power kind of starts to fluctuate, and we'll talk about that in a second. So I just want to point out that as much as you might look around and see models, what you're actually seeing is terrain, because in Trazyn's vaults, he basically poses people who are still alive and puts them into stasis, so they're all basically surrounded by these time bubbles that keep everything in stasis. And it's not just as simple as one big bubble that if you turn off the bubble, they all come out. Like it's more complex kind of field. So as if he's had problems with it in the past where parts of it fluctuate and some guys come out or die or get into fights. These guys don't even realize that they're no longer fighting. Things are not even necessarily historically accurate because over the millennia and millions of years, if parts of his collections go wrong, he goes to the galaxy and looks for replacements, and he doesn't really care if they don't really match as long as it looks cool. And so if you look around this and your instinct is to think, hey, that's not right, tell Trazyn. Don't tell me, because that's just what it is. So the commando has activated a beacon so that your stealth cruiser can make new calculations to subspace drive over here. And essentially, you just have to survive until he gets here. But as he releases you from stasis, your big mech especially, and Grimduff as well, can't help but look around and drool as they realize they can make Facetompa very, very, very happy if they bring home some extra technology and or genetics, because that is what he has been obsessed with, and they know that's what their main mission is, and they're very loyal to Facetompa and they want to please him. And so there's going to be basically your primary mission is just to survive X number of turns. You'll find out how many once the stealth cruiser gets here for whatever happens, as you'll find out. But your secondary objective is to explore this chamber, press buttons, look at things, find and try to guess where there might be important DNA or relics, and you'll get a certain number. Basically, for everyone that you find and capture, you will get an extra secondary objective point that you can then use to upgrade the stealth cruiser after this. So, boring way to do it would be to sit still and just wait for a reinforcement or to wait for a rescue. More interesting thing that I'm sure our viewers would prefer and also would fit their personalities would be to explore and do stuff. Obviously, it won't be without incident, but it should be fun. So, one more thing though, as you come out of stasis, your guys are shaking their heads going, "Oh, what happened?" They look around and they can see there's these other orcs who are equally as confused and are pretty hostile actually. But you're also bigger than them, and as much as they're not aligned to you, they were captured from Armageddon as well. That's why there were no orcs down there. That the Corrin killed some of them, and the Necrons killed the rest. But if you'd like, now you upgraded the command center last time, and so you have 8 command points base, plus 3 for your commander, and then plus 3 more for your big mech, but that can only be used for certain things like hit and wound rolls and save rolls, essentially. But if you would like, you can try to take control of these orcs. And the way that you do that is to roll a die, and you need a 5+. Okay. But you can use the stratagem to re-roll that die. And unlike the normal roll, where you can't re-roll a re-roll, you can essentially keep burning command points until you roll that 5+. Yes, if you fail to, or decide not to, then they will be hostile. And there's a kill-a-can right there. And we will roll randomly to see who goes first. But if you do get control of them, then you'll just automatically have...
You want these orcs. You want these
yeah, you want some meat shields.
Definitely.
Let's see if you get control of them. 5+? No? So you want to use a command point?
I do.
Now, after you use all the command points, we'll roll to see how many you get back.
Makes sense.
So 1 command point, 2 command points, 3 command points. There we go. On a 5+, you get command points back. Oh, look at that! You guys, pretty good leader.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. So you now have control of these. We're going to group them into some groups here. I think there's about 20, so we'll make like 2 groups. And there's 2 knobs in here, because we have a knob right there with Powerclaw, who's underneath the dread. Ah. And we got a knob with a big chopper right there. And so we'll just basically, the first time you walk them out, just split them up into 2 groups. And the kill-a-can, obviously, is yours as well, which is a good thing, so it doesn't murder you. So you have first turn.
Yes, okay.
So explore away, but don't think you have infinite time, and don't think you'll be left alone.
Well, first we're gonna run around and get into like better positions.
Okay.
So we're gonna run with the Psyker here, my weird boy. He's gonna...
Just kind of move around. Yeah. As he moves in this direction, he feels a pressure on the psychic energy that he normally channels.
Does he still feel the pressure?
Put it back. I'm just saying, as he moved in this direction, there was a definite change in what he could feel when it comes to the warp. Now you're in a Necron structure. Obviously Necrons don't like the warp, and they're going to have things that are going to work against it. But this direction, definitely there was something to make him feel that way. What's your question?
These are pylons? Necron pylons?
Those are. They look like pylons. Oh, do you mean like the Cadian pylons?
No, that's right. No, the ones that give you nulls over the warp.
Those are the Cadian pylons.
Okay, yeah, that's them.
The Cadian pylons are enormous. You can like see them from space.
He shrunk them.
He shrunk them. I actually was going, just as an aside, I was going to put one of the Battlefleet Gothic ships on one of these and be like, he shrunk it. He shrunk it for his display. Before we go any further, I forgot one detail. As he was looking at the panel, one thing he noticed is that it actually described what he caught. And in this case, it just says unknown orcs of obviously modified origins, exhibit number 2187.
You're going to advance the first group of orcs.
So they only move 5, because they're slow.
Oh, like that.
So 11 inches.
Get them nice and close together. Wow.
There's 11 in that group.
The kill-a-can is also going to advance down the platform.
11 inches in total. Now you can just move the stuff around.
Yeah, he fits. Grimduff is going to run out and see if he can take the lead.
It moves 10 inches.
We're going to have button pusher with him. Advancing some more orcs. Ooh.
6 inches!
They don't really want to get in the fray yet. They're confused.
Well, stasis sickness, right?
Right.
If you were just trapped in stasis for who knows how long.
I'll be blind.
Probably a few days. Yeah, that's right, you're blind. I can't see.
We're gonna have the big, scary, terrible shot guy run up to the edge, and then Nobork.
Where's Nobork? Oh, there he is. Here.
He's gonna advance up and away. I might get, some ranges on things.
Get your sniper rifle ready. You want to examine the panel?
Yeah, he's definitely gonna start looking at the panel.
Well, Nobork unfortunately
chopped it.
He destroyed most of it, and so there's not much to be gleaned from it. You can see that it's a control panel for the display that you guys were part of, and that it does control the stasis one. It does seem a little unusual that smashing it just turned off the stasis. Your big mech does notice that. Shaknob, like that, or Scarbog notices that it's strange that simply by smashing it, it would release the stasis.
Trap. This is a trap. I want to go back to stasis.
Psychic phase.
We're gonna make sure Mork protects me over here.
Okay.
He's running up front.
So you've got a lot of guys near you. You've got 10 orcs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 Deffwatch. So that's going to be +6. So that's 13. However, as you start to cast it, you notice that your ability is being stopped a bit, and so it's actually going to be a -2 on top of that. And so that actually saves you, brings you down to 11. But yeah. So that's 11, and so he gets a 3-up invuln. The shooting phase, you've got your orders. Obviously, you could try shooting at some of the exhibits, but you can probably guess what'll happen if you do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have these orcs move.
And you can do 4 orders now.
Yeah.
Now remember though, he can only. Did he get the extended range? He didn't get the extended range.
No, not extended range.
So with regular, this is your first time interacting with regular orcs. I don't even know if you can actually order these. Let's double check. It might only be clan face stompa orcs that you're allowed to order. Yeah, these guys are not clan face stompa, and it does specifically say that you can only do it with clan face stompa orcs. And so you've managed to gain control of them, but it doesn't mean that they know your order system and they'll listen to you that much. They're just kind of still going where they want us to go.
Yeah.
Any orders you want to do then?
No, so I think we're just gonna sit put and move again.
So you don't want to move?
No, we don't want to get in front of the orcs. Green shield.
let them keep moving
Green
forward.
shield.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn then. On to the NPC turn. That's what we'll call it, because what on earth am I going to call it otherwise? We can call it Necron turn, because I guess that there might be Necrons too. And as of yet, nothing is happening.
Okay.
Which means we go straight back to your turn. We might as well just remove this invuln save. It'll be gone by the time you actually get to use it.
We're gonna advance yet again. Just 2. Now that they're out in the center here, I feel better about interacting with various things.
Well, you know that they have to be killed first, right?
Ideally. I'm gonna advance some more orcs on this side, keeping them moving.
8 inches.
I like to. Whoop. Okay, yeah, it's casualty.
It's a casualty. Or it's not Gorka Morka, man.
Should be.
I know. It really should be.
You'd knock over your model. And Grimduff is gonna go stand over here. Well, let's get him before. We'll send Powerful Slayer this way. We're gonna advance the Killican.
11.
He likes this spot right here. We're gonna have. Oh, we're gonna bring this guy. He's gonna go to here. We're gonna send his drones. Are gonna actually advance to get in front of him, just in case something wakes up that I don't want to wake up.
What would you want to wake up?
I wouldn't mind if all of this activated at once and I'll watch the show.
Yeah, you sat there with popcorn.
Popcorn and.
He was like, oh yeah, look at that. Brrrr. They'll just kill each other.
Wouldn't be that at all.
Yeah, unless the brass scorpion survives.
Then we'd be in trouble. And we're gonna advance. Advanced?
Advanced.
We're gonna
Click
advance.
down 4 over a bit. Can you let me do you a favor?
Thank you. Stand down.
Crunch! I'm sure that won't have any dire effects, stepping on these energy pulsing things. So your commando has the nerve to stay on the platform.
Yeah, he's. Oh.
He's not worried at all.
He smashed the panel.
Yeah, that's all it takes, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Psychic phase.
Psychic phase.
Psychic phase.
We're gonna do Gork protects against. Sorry, Mork protects onto the boss knob.
So same thing, except that one will peril.
Yeah, I am gonna use a reroll.
Yeah, because you still have everybody nearby. Want to get it down? There you go.
That'll
That's
do.
perfect.
That's
That's
perfect.
11. Because remember, it's going to be plus, what was it, +6 minus 2, so it's +4, so 11. So he's up to a 3-up invuln. I forgot at the end of the movement phase you can teleport
I
your
actually
big
meant
mech.
to teleport him up to this little thing that looks like possibly a pylon. He couldn't quite make it, but teleportation gets.
Okay, there is a control panel on it. And so would you like to activate it?
I like to examine it.
If you examine it, basically you have to forfeit the rest of his turn, and at the end of the turn I'll tell you all about it.
I will examine it.
So if at any point he does something other than just stand there,
Sure.
you will not get any
Makes
information.
sense.
Okay. On to the shooting phase. You want to issue any orders?
I don't believe that I do.
So you're just being cautious?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you examine the panel, you see that it says exhibit number 56489. And it doesn't have a name for it, but it says unknown human champion of Khorne. And you also see that you do actually gain access to Big Mech is smart enough that he can see how to, and all this, by the way, is in Necronese, but he's smart, so he's able to translate it. And he does see the ability to actually disable the stasis field on it if he wants to.
I would like to disable it.
You'd like to disable it?
That genetics, whatever.
You want the genetics from whatever the heck that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, the Necrons, we're going to leave you alone forever. After a couple turns, there are some patrols that stumble in, and they go beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, and they start opening fire with their ghost flares. As the stasis field drops here, this whatever it is goes. You can see it all of a sudden just drop down to one knee as it's shaking its head and trying to get its bearings, and then it stands up and it roars a guttural roar as it charges the nearest thing. So he will move down this way. Obviously nearest is this guy, not the guy's way over there. And he doesn't fit there, so I'm just going to leave him up there, and then he'll charge from there. You get it. Shooting phase. These guys, obviously I cannot light up any of your characters, so they will fire at the orc boys right here. So rapid firing, but because these guys, when they came in, they were just on patrol, and they just are all of a sudden firing, they're going to get -2 to their hit rolls. So they're only hitting on 5s. So we've got 5 hits. And then they're going to be 4s to wound, because strength 4 versus toughness 4 on the orcs. So, and they're -1 for the Gauss Flare, so that just straight up kills orcs. So 4 of them go down, your choice. You just kill the knob? You're holding the knob. Kill the knob. Don't kill the knob. It's a big chopper, man. And these ones will rapid fire into the orc boys over here. Cannon fodder! Hitting on 5s. 4 hits. Wounded on 4s. Oh, look at that. 3 of them. 3. Yeah, don't kill the knob with Power Claw. Just a pro tip. And in the charge phase, this whatever it is declared a charge against Grimduff, and will multi-charge into the orcs just because. Oh. Overwatch with your shooter. Oh, that's that your flamer?
Yeah.
So 4 auto hits, so roll 4 dice.
I'll have to shoot it now, because it's all the same profile.
They're all strength 5.
No, I'm sorry, I was thinking this is the regular flamer.
No, that's strength 5 -1. So roll. And you've got 3 wounds.
Okay.
And we're going for it has a 3-up armor normally, so it's going to be 4 up. Oh, jeez, just like that. And since you don't know how many wounds it has, I will count up. So it's taking 3 wounds.
We got 7 sluggers and just 2 shots from the shooter. All the same profile.
On 6s, nothing hits. And then it will charge 4 inches, which is not a problem as it gets down here-ish. You know, I'm just going to move a couple of these orcs because this train's in the way. Oh, no, there we go. Figured it out. So you got counterattack, which in this case is not going to help you because there's only going to be 1 fight going on, but basically you count as charging whenever you are charged, essentially. But this is, I'm not going to be charging in Necron Warriors, so what that would allow you to do is that I would do one of my fighters, or my chargers first, and then you would activate your guy second. Because whenever there's 2 that go at the same time, the player whose turn it is gets to go first. But if there was multiple combats going on, that would be very useful. So he will go first, and he's going to direct all of his attacks onto Grimduff. He's going in a crazy flurry of attacks. He's hitting on 3s, and any 6s will generate more attacks. So we've got 3 hits so far. 3 hits. And your toughness 6, right? Alright, so he's wounding you on 3s. Just 1 wound, but it is -3. So you're going to be taking your 3-up invul. Oh, fail.
We'll command that.
You want to command point that? Because you don't know what damage it does yet, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
and you make it. So now we don't know how much damage it does.
We're okay.
You're okay not knowing. Okay. That's all my chargers. So fight phase, you can choose a guy and fight.
No, I have to go charger. I have to.
Oh, that's right. Because he counts as charging. Unfortunately, you have a head wound.
Yes.
So your weapon skill is 3+ now.
And now I'm 4. I'm using my claw.
Yeah, you're using your power claw. Yeah, of course.
And I'm not going to do any.
Oh, well, that command point that you re-rolled. Quickly roll a die, see if you get it back. 5+? No, you did not get it back. Now you're strength 10, so you're wounding him on 2s. Okay, now he has a 5-up invuln. Oh, failed 1 of them. And you do, what, D3 damage? So 1 more. Keep that?
Yeah.
4 wounds. And now your chargers are done, so now your orcs would pile in and fight. Yeah, these guys won't be able to pile in that way. This guy will have to stay in coherency. Orc attacks, you've got lots of them, and they're going to be hitting on 3s. Those jerks are stealing your experience.
As long as they get the.
Oh, hold on.
Made of.
Oh, one of those was a knob.
Huh.
You know what? Drop 3 of your hits. We'll say those are the knob's hits. And so these are what, strength 4?
No, hold on. I'm not comfortable with that. We'll just.
You just want to redo it?
We'll just redo it. So he actually will have one less attack, actually.
Oh, well, they only has
Yeah.
2 attacks. Okay, yeah, that's
So
too much difference. So 9 attacks from the other guys. And they'll be winning on 5s. And they're 8.
Whoa.
Oh, no, 1. 3 up save. Nope. You're right, the knob only has 2 attacks with this big choppa. No, knobs have 3 attacks base.
Yes.
So they did have 3. And he hits on 3s. And the big choppa is plus 2 strength. And he's strength 5 base, so he's 3s to wound at this point. Nice. It's minus 1 armor save and 2 damage, so I got a 4 up save. Make it, so no damage. And to the morale phase, there was 11 guys here, you lost 4. There's 7 of them left, so their leadership is 7. So mob rule allows you to use the leadership of any friendly orc, not even from the same clan, it's okay. So the best you got is leadership 8. And you've lost 4 guys. And you roll a 6, you roll 10 in total, so 2 more.
I'm gonna kill these 2.
Okay.
We'll leave that in clearance.
Yeah. Which brings, oh wait, we lost some guys over here too. There was set 10 and they lost 3. They're leadership 8 once again because all the nearby Deffwatch are leadership 8. So they lost 3 guys, so they pass it. Do the Deffwatch turn.
We're gonna swing around a little bit. Oh, get out of there. That. Killer Can's gonna advance. Oh, wow.
12 inches. Basically wherever you want.
Big Mech's gonna advance next.
So 12 inches.
Plenty to get where I want to get him. I'm not going to advance the Death Dread here, but I want to get him close enough to get teleported. These are going to move.
Not going to move towards Necron Warriors.
I'm banking on the fact that I'm going to kill them all. Not mess this up. I'm going to move this guy a little bit. I want to make sure everybody's nice and close still.
When you use your Dreaded Fury. You know 3 powers now, so you decided to bring Dreaded Fury, which is essentially a 6-inch Nova. Everybody takes D3 mortal wounds.
Yes, that's what I want.
And if you roll 10 plus, it becomes 12 inches, D6 mortal wounds. And yes, it is super overpowered. If he rolls any doubles, he perils. And the movement?
We're going to have the Big Mech here teleport the Death Dread.
Pretty much anywhere the Big Mech can see.
Should I here?
Do you want to examine the next panel?
Definitely do.
There is a control panel there as well. And so the rest of the turn, he'll be examining it. Psychic!
Okay, first thing I want to cast is the Mortal Protect.
So try to get the 3+ invuln back.
Yes, sir.
So hold on, let's calculate what you need. So you have 2 Deffwatch within 10 inches, and you only have 7 orc models within 10. So you're only going to get the +2, but you're still at the -2 from whatever it is that's slowing you down. So you're just dice even. And it's only warp charge 6, but you really want that 10.
Ooh.
Want to re-roll one of those? Just to get it. You won't be able to get. There you go. At least you got the 4-up invuln at least.
I'll take it.
What else do you want to do?
Now I'm going to do the big old dreaded, I'm going to blow everybody's head off.
Dreaded Fury is normally 6 inches. Unless you roll 10 plus, it'll become 12. Go ahead.
Ooh,
That's a 4 and a 4, but it's a double. Do you want to re-roll one of those dice?
Oh, definitely do we.
But it is a 8+ to cast, and you're rolling dice even. So you
I have a little bit of help.
You can, yeah, but it's +2, -2.
I'll be okay.
You'll be okay. So you're hoping to roll a 5 or a 6 is really what you're looking for. Oh, you did it! You lucky son of a gun. So it's D3 mortal wounds to all enemies within 6. So 2 of them will die. And then there's, hold on a second. And then there's the whatever thing that you're fighting right there, D3 mortal wounds. 2. So he goes up to 6 wounds taken. And obviously it does not affect him. He's in stasis. Now you can only do 2 psychic powers. You know more psychic powers, but you can
Oh, that's right. I
only
was
do
thinking
2.
about passing another one.
Yeah. Shooting phase, you got your orders.
Okay,
You can do 4 orders.
I'm do a few orders here. So we're going to do, he might not be in range. Oh, yeah, he's in range. So we're going to have him daga. We're going to go with move and bash him in the heads.
And then you can do 1 more.
You know, why don't I give myself bash him in the heads?
Get those +2 attacks. +4 attacks for you.
Yeah. Yeah, move.
Just get him closer.
Actually, just really something. I think we're going to run away from them in case more things pop up.
Okay. If you're wondering how he got that far, remember that his get up there, boys, is +3 to his move. So he doesn't even have to advance to do that. Sniper, did you want to fire next?
I want to fire onto the 3 orcs in the doorway.
You mean the Necrons?
Yeah, sorry, Necrons. Use an explosive round, so D6 shots.
So 8, because you double it. Now he stood still,
Yeah.
so he's forced to hit.
Ooh.
Not bad, 5 hits. Explosive round is strength 6 -1. So you're looking at 3s, and then their 4-up save becomes 5-up. Oh, one survives, which is super annoying because they have leadership 10, so losing 4 guys won't even make them run away. And that means that they might reanimate.
These orcs here are gonna shoot at the Necrons.
8 shots between the 7 of them, because it's a shoot in there, hitting on 5s. Ooh, wow, these are like sniper orcs. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 4 up armor. Saved.
And the big Death Dread's gonna try to finish off that one lowly orc.
Otherwise, they'll reanimate. What strength?
Oh, for strength?
10 without getting anything bad. How many shots, though? 3, not bad. Hitting on 5s because he moved. Yeah, you got 1. Wounding on a 2. Okay, you got him. It's -3, so it's 4, it becomes a 7 up. And even if we did say that he has cover, which he doesn't, it also ignores cover.
Spit is gonna fire his 2 big shooters at some Necrons.
He's within 6 of the big mech, so 4 is to hit. Oh, jeez.
It doesn't hit much.
No, it doesn't. And didn't wound.
Let's throw.
Are you in range of the 24-inch rocket?
Oh, 24. No,
Yeah,
definitely not. Definitely not. Orcs that I backed up, they're backing up to get momentum for the charge.
Of course.
They wanted a longer run in.
Makes perfect sense, Steve. As does giving this guy bash him in the heads and then running away.
Totally, that's why I did
Yeah. Overwatch, 10 shots, hitting on 6s, and nothing. You're 7¼ inches away, so you need to roll 7. You got Here We Go, so re-roll failed charges, and you still... Into the fight phase. Who would you like to fight first?
Or have Grimduff attack.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hitting on 4s with his Power Claw. And winning on 2s. Nice. 5 up invulns. Oh, you got 3 of them in. That finishes him off. He had 9 wounds. So that's 3 more experience, and he dies.
You're eating your stuff.
And we're also going to mark down that you are now carrying parts of his carcass. At the end of the game, we'll find out exactly which ones will be giving you secondary bonus objectives. And did you want to consolidate? Technically, the only enemy on the table are these guys, so you'd have to consolidate that way.
No, I'm okay. Actually, I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Exhibit 65667 from an unknown dynasty
10 million years ago, had developed the technology to reanimate necrotic flesh and create their own skeletal warriors. Do you want to deactivate?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You deactivate it, and the thing immediately crumbles to a pile of bones that you can't even pick up pieces of if you wanted to.
I can put some sand in my pocket.
Okay, you want to put some sand in your pocket?
Put sand in my pocket.
You're just going to be sand in your pocket.
Okay, he's pocket sand. Just in case somebody charges me, it's like, shh, pocket sand.
Another Necron patrol walks in, and as much as it's hard to read expression on Necron's faces, still seemed a little surprised to see you, which is strange because, they obviously should have just be dumb, I guess. And a Wraith floats in, not in any rush, but you can see it starting to pick at and prod different buttons and stuff at the machinery over here.
I don't think that's what they do.
That's what the Canatech stuff does. Maintains the place.
The spiders do.
Oh no, the Wraith has been instructed by the spiders. The spiders will come soon, don't worry. And then these Necrons would just move up. Actually, they only move 5. What am I thinking? You see that? I moved them 6. And then they will open fire on the Orc boys. Hitting on, now these guys are more aware of your presence, so they're hitting on 4s now. Look at that, big difference. Wounding on 4s, kills one of them. And these ones will rapid fire into the Orc boys. Hitting on 5s, because they are startled. Wow, 1 hit. That was wonderful. Wounding on a 4. Nope, didn't kill any. And nobody's gonna charge in the charge phase. Bringing it back to your turn.
Okay. Boys gonna walk this way. Actually, they're gonna advance.
They can't charge if they advance.
I can't. Oh, there's guys under there. I'm not gonna worry about them because. Ooh.
Well, because you want to go an extra inch.
Yeah.
I know that 1 extra inch totally was worth it.
My flamer can deal with them.
I mean,
because he's gonna come.
I mean your quadruple flamer?
Yeah, he's got this. Advancing my head, Papa. Why is
What on earth did you roll there? It's a 4. He moves 10. So he heads over there. He can feel the strain on the psychic part of his brain, which is all of it.
All of it. I'm gonna advance Scarbag.
Scarbog or Scargog. One's his first name, one's his second. Oh, you're coming over to this thing, eh?
Oh yeah. Advancing. Oh.
9 inches.
And another one.
9 inches.
Okay. Advancing. 7 inches. Yeah, to go
Oh,
up.
they're not going to fall back to charge? It worked so well last time.
Quiet you. In the move phase, I'm gonna teleport this guy up. And then over here. Yeah, right there's fine.
Psychic phase.
Okay, we're gonna do Gorka Protect on the boss. Because we gotta keep the boss alive.
Alright, let's see what his modifier is right here. You got 2 Deffwatch within, and so it'll be +2, -2, so just dice even, so 7, so you got it.
I'm gonna reroll this.
Ooh. Nope, well, you still get it. So he's got 4 up invuln.
And I'm gonna smite.
The nearest will be the warriors over there. And you get it with 8.
I'll leave it.
You can reroll one.
Nah, D3's good.
3.
Not bad.
Yeah, actually, there was no sense of rerolling either of those dice because you could not get 11 or higher. So 3 die. So we'll take the 3 from the back.
Orders, we're gonna do shoot like so much.
Daka, 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 daka.
Yeah. And then we're gonna move on him.
Well, he's actually already at something that has a panel.
Oh, right, we're thinking.
So he can stay there and
I
investigate
don't
the
think there's
panel.
gonna be any. I'm trying to. Oh, Daka. Oh, yeah, he's within range.
Yeah, 24 inches.
That's it.
So Daka Daka and Daka Daka.
Daka.
Daka Daka. I'm gonna start by roasting them with your Scorcha.
Yes, sir.
So D6
Scorcha!
times 4, so that's 12 auto hits. Winning on 3s. Ew. Well,
Hey,
might still do
blow
it.
me up.
It's
We're gonna do the big strength 10 shot into that wraith.
penetrate around.
Yeah, let him know we're here.
4 is to hit. What are you rolling? 2 dice 4.
Because
Oh, Daka Daka, you got 2. You want to use
I
command
am
points?
gonna use command points from my big mech.
So 2 command points.
1 hit.
And then roll 2 dice to see if you get those command points back. Nope. So you're looking at
2.
2 strength 10. That doesn't do it.
I'll use-
You get a command point
I'm
there.
gonna command point from the mech.
2's to wound. You got it. And
Command point
you do get the command point back. The Wraith has a 3 up invuln. He makes it. You gonna shoot them?
No, we're just gonna charge. A big mech is also gonna take a shot at the wraith.
Now, normally I'd say that this stasis thing blocks it even though you can see it, but since he fires orcs through the warp and they emerge on the other side, it obviously doesn't matter. What's the strength? 7.
Okay.
How many shots? 3. You didn't move him, you forgot to, so he hits on 4s. See, that's just what you gotta do, you gotta stop
alright.
moving him. Strength 7, so 3's to wound. That's 2 wounds with 3 up invulns. Yeah, I remember that with Rays. Charge phase?
Yeah, we're gonna charge those boys in.
Overwatch. 10 shots, hitting on 6s. We got 1 hit, winning on a 4, kills 1.
This guy didn't want to live.
Yeah, whatever. Charging 5 inches. No problemo. In they go. I think that's your only charge too, right?
It is. All left.
Okay, so let's resolve in the fight phase these guys. 12 attacks from the boys, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Not bad, 5 wounds. 4 up armor. Killed 3. Experience hogs. And then your Power Claw. So the Power Claw hitting on 4s, because it's
Hey.
-1, and then winning on 2s. Yeah, there's no save for that, it's -3. So he kills the last 2. To go that way, because I don't know if they can see that Wraith, but. At the end of the turn, you look at this panel, and it's Exhibit 143, and it references something about soldiers in some sort of weather condition, something related to thunderstorms, made back about at least 10,000 years old. But he's not exactly sure what they were, but they were very important to the Imperium at one point. Would you like to turn it on?
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right. And this thing all of a sudden drops down, and it looks around, and it's like, orcs! And obviously, during my turn, it's going to attack you. And a group of Lich Guards show up. Uh-oh. One thing your big mech notices that as he's deactivated the 3rd one, there's a power surge that goes through it. There's something about these mass deactivations that's starting to, his guess is, that's starting to mess with the systems in this area. You can see green lightning start to arc from node to node, and some lights start flashing, and you can hear the equivalent of a Necron alarm going off in the background. Beep, 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 boop, boop. Beep, 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 boop,
I had
boop.
sand in my pockets.
You got sand in your pockets. Some scarabs actually, you can see it hurriedly, as much as a spider can hurriedly come in. It comes in so quickly, the scarabs start to swarm around this one, and you can see that some of the energy pulses around it subside as it is attempting to repair it. But these ones do start to arc more, and you can see that the bubble that, well, it kind of looks like the whole thing's underneath like a microwave bubble, where things start to distort. And you swear that as you're looking at it, you see some of the guys moving. So it jumps down, and it points what looks like a bow and arrow at you, but it starts to glow as it points.
My guys all choose to laugh.
They all laugh?
It's a
The Wraith is going to advance. So 12 plus 1. Shooting phase, it draws back its bow. The arrow turns a bright yellow and there's like lightning going through it and shoots it at your big mech. Hits on a 3. Oh, it hits.
Ooh, nice.
And your toughness 5, right? Yeah. Alright, so it's going to wound on a 4, but a 6 is special. Ah, fails to wound him.
It's hard to bow with me.
Yeah. Charge phase. Warrior.
Overwatch.
Yeah, you can overwatch a bit. 6 shots, slugges and shoot
Hey.
one hit, 5's to wound, nothing. Charging 8. Yeah, and we're gonna go in as far as possible. This one's going to declare a multi-charge to your weird boy and your big mech. You have stick bombs on him.
Yeah.
1 stick bomb. Yes, 4 shots, hitting on 6s. 1 hit, wounding on 6s. Nothing. Charging 6 inches. I'm done my charging. Does anybody want to heroically intervene?
Anybody within 3, which will only be only him.
Well, these two are both characters.
Did you multi-charge him?
No, I didn't charge him. I just did it. I should have multi-charged him too, but as a Scorcha, because I thought you would heroically intervene, so that I could hit them too. Does
He's
your weird boy want to go in?
Yeah, of course.
Weird boy's not terrible.
No, he's terrible.
The big mech's terrible?
No, the guy with the bow. He brought a bow to a gunfight.
Yeah, but
He
there's
brought
this.
a bow and a bird.
As you charge in, a fiery phoenix manifests and starts to swirl around. So in the fight phase, I'll have this guy fight first. And so the fiery phoenix actually attacks everything within an inch. 3 attacks each, hitting on 4s. Oh, sorry, this is against your weird boy first. And then wounds him on 5s. That's 2 wounds. No AP.
6 up.
6 up save. Yeah, 2 wounds. He's down to 3. Why is he down to 2? He took 2 damage. He's got 5.
Okay, Matthew, if you want to do math your way, I guess we can.
Against the big mech next. And 5's to wound. Ah, another wound. Heavy armor, 4 up. Nice, fine. And against your knob. Hitting on 4s, wounded on 5s. 1 wound. And what does he have? Nothing.
I would use the last armor.
It's only 1 damage.
No, we're not.
It's 1 damage, man. Yeah, his Deffwatch resilience will get that point back. And now this guy is going to attack the big mech. It's got 3 attacks into your big mech, hitting on 3s. And then he's got this like lightning that comes out of his bow as he swings it at you, and it auto wounds anything that's not vehicles on a 2+. Oh, 1 wound. AP -1. 5 up save. Ah, don't make it. It's a D3 damage. 3 damage!
Ooh.
Make fun of his bow, will ya? It's electric.
Kid and Will.
What are you putting it on my guy for? It's your big mech. Let's try. And do you want to spend 2 command points to allow the boys to fight first?
You want to just take them off the field?
Alright, the Lich Guard will attack. Hyperphase swords first, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 1 dies. It's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and 3 more die. You wanted to remove them. Your knob survived.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going to make your knob survive.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose not to consolidate, so he doesn't get to fight back. Get to fight back.
We're gonna have him go. See if he gets some experience.
Let's see, hit on 3s.
Yeah.
Actually, no, is he using his power claw or his mech tools?
Oh, Maxwell's.
Okay, so hit on 3s, and what's the strength?
Plus 2 strength.
So 3s to wound. So 2 wounds.
That's 1.
4 up invuln. Ha! Take that.
Ooh.
Some sort of thing protects him. We're not quite sure what. The bird is manifesting as part of that, but as you swing in, you should have crunched right through his armor, but you just didn't. So, you want to do Grimduff next?
Oh, yeah.
Power claw?
Yep.
Hitting on 4s. Winning on 3s. 4 up invuln. Ha! Look at that! See, weird boy!
Yep.
Swinging his weird staff, hitting on 3s, and he's strength
7.
7 with it, so 3s to wound. 4 up invulns! Okay, 1 got through. We do D3 damage, 2. So he's taken 2 wounds so far. We'll count up for him. Morale phase for your knob. What? Yeah, he's gone. He lost 4 guys. He's leadership 8. And so that's 9. That means we're back to your turn, so you got some Deffwatch resilience to heal you from the burning phoenix thing that's floating around this thunder-like warrior. D3 back. 2. Oh, he's healed. Jeez, you guys are hard to hurt.
And then the big mech.
He gets 1 back, so he's back up to 3.
And then the boss man.
Just needs a 4+ because he only has lost 1. Nope.
Needs a command point.
You want to use a command point there? Nope. 5+ to get your command point back. Well, at least you didn't waste a command point.
Just gonna keep moving.
Okay, I got this. They don't know allegiance to you anyways.
Gonna jump up. Ooh, I'll stay within 6.
Yeah, keep that 4+ skill.
Oh, I can't move.
Stop breaking it, Steve!
I can't do it. He's gonna go over here.
You can try to fill the kill can in there? Fit the kill can in there? Why not, right?
You know what? We'll bring him this way. He'll advance.
He's gonna advance.
He's gonna be like the protector from Lichguard.
Yeah, because otherwise your commando's in trouble. Does your commando want to move, per se?
Yeah, he's gonna disappear.
So you're gonna go somewhere that he can't be seen by anybody? Where would that be? He can be seen by him. There you go. There you go. Thanks for proving that you could do it.
And the move phase.
Teleport?
Teleport.
Teleport. There you go. That's how you take on Lichguard. Psychic.
Okay, I want to give my boss a good save again. So Gork'll protect.
So hold on. So you've got 1, 2 nearby. That's it.
That is
So
it.
you're back to dice even again. Oh, you got 10.
Nice.
So he's got 3 up invuln.
And we'll do smite.
Failed.
I'm gonna roll this.
Succeeded. D3 mortal wounds to the thing that you're fighting.
1.
1 wound. So it's up to 3 now. Orders?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do bash him in the heads, bash him in the heads, bash him in the heads, bash him in the heads.
Shooting.
He's gonna shoot first in the Lichguard at strength 3.
Oh, just get a double. I want to do the double thing. How many shots? 2 shots. Hitting on a 5. Yay! Look at you with your 2s.
Do you want to go next and do the custom Mega Blasters or whatever they're called?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're called.
Nailed it.
4s to hit. Hey, you didn't hurt yourself
1.
this time. And 3s to wound.
Yeah.
I'll put it up on a 4 up invuln. Failed. D3 damage. You don't kill
I'm
him.
gonna use a command point from the armor.
You do kill him.
Yeah.
Do you get your command point back? Yes, you do, on a
Okay.
5+. Kills one of the Lichguard with their shields. I did a rocket. Hit on a 4.
Hey.
Wound on a 3. No.
I'm gonna command point. This is 3 damage.
No. 5+ to get your command point back. Oh,
Okay.
jeez. You're lucky.
Big shooters.
4s to hit and 4s to wound. I'll put it on him just because they'll do more damage to him. So, you know what? It's all 3 up saves, anyways. So it failed 1. Down to 1. Charge phase.
Yeah, we're gonna charge him in.
I don't have any Overwatch, so just go ahead. Yeah,
Hey.
that's good enough. Don't break it again.
Crushing job. We're good there.
Yeah, you're fine. 4+, you do D3 mortal wounds. No.
Command point it.
You're gonna command point. All right, there we go. D3 mortal wounds. 2. So you finish off the one that was already hurt, and we'll hurt this one next to him. So fight phase, we're gonna say he's piled in just because he'll break stuff if we move him. You know what? I'll move my guys in, and you can just fight them. And what strength are you?
10.
So 2s to wound. Okay. You're all -3s, so I got 6 ups. So unless I roll 4 6-ups, they're all dead. No, yeah, you don't even need to do 3 damage apiece. So that's 5 experience right there. That's all the charges, so you get to choose 1 model.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the big mech. I want to get some experience for him.
Mech tools,
Yes, sir.
4 attacks. No, 6 attacks. You buffed
Yes.
him as well. 3s to hit. And strength 7, so 3s to wound. Ugh.
He's not getting much.
4 up invulns. Nope. And yes. Straight up 2 damage on all the big mech stuff. So he's up to 5 wounds. And now I get to fight. He's mad at the big mech for hitting him, so he's hitting him back.
I did.
But first, the fiery flaming bird will attack everybody. So 3 attacks on your weird boy. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on, it was 5s, right? I think it was, I can't remember. I think it was strength 4. 5s.
5s now?
Yeah, there we are. 6 up save. There's no AP
6 up save.
on your weird boy.
Oh, weird boy.
Yeah, that's a wound on him. This is back down to 4. 3 attacks on your big mech, hitting on 4s. Look at that. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound on him, but he gets his 4 up heavy armor. Got it. 3 attacks on your knob, hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on 5s. Nothing. And now my guy will attack your big mech, hitting on 3s. Ah. Wounding on 2s. Oh, okay. Well, he all of a sudden became very unimpressive. Who would you like to attack with next?
Oh, the boss. Grimduff.
So he's super buffed because he gets to double his orders. Hits on 4s.
Yep.
And then wound on, it was 3s.
Hey.
4 up invulns. Oh, you got 1 through. It was D3 damage? 1. What? Okay, tell me, are you going to command point it?
No.
Okay, he's up to 6.
This guy's gonna jump down and try to bite him in the ear.
This creature doesn't do that. Screech is too busy screeching.
He's just gonna scratch his eyes. He's right there. I'm gonna throw a goblin at him.
Weird boy. 5 attacks for hit. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds with a 4-up invuln. Oh, come
I
on.
don't die.
Oh, wait a second. He actually only had 6 wounds. I forgot. He's down. However, as he goes down, the bird might lash out at you. On a 4+, the bird will then attack each guy. Nope, the bird just flies off, doesn't care anymore. As the fights go on, these pylons start to static electricity more and more between them. And you actually start to see this one in particular, everybody starts moving a bit. And whichever ones start to notice each other, they start to open up fire on each other as well. So these ones are starting to come out of stasis. And this one starts blinking as well, and you can start to see slow motion from the Wraith Guard, at least, out front. And so there's motion coming from all of them. So everything's starting to go haywire. And so your time will be limited. But the Stealth Cruiser is almost here. Should only be a few more turns before it arrives. This Riptide actually jumps on out. As do 3 of these Wraith Guard. The other ones are still sluggish. You can actually start to see the lasers firing.
Slowly.
Yeah. And there's an explosion that rocks over here. Some of these come out here. And some of these come to right here. One more. Thankfully, none of these ones seem to be affected by it yet. And this one in the middle doesn't show any signs of deteriorating yet. And this Wraith goes right through the walls like they're not even there. You can see the spiders start to scramble towards other things. The scarabs move up and down panels. Wherever they move, you see cracks refilled, and things get repaired as it's hastily trying to do on-the-spot repairs. So at this point, I want you to understand something for just how the game is going to work. Because there's obviously tons of fighting that's going on, I am not going to be rolling dice for all the fighting, except for the fighting that obviously happens between the Deffwatch and between the NPCs. So for example, in here, throughout the shooting and close combat phases, these guys all clash. The possessed leaping on top of the fire drakes, and the fire drakes leaping on top of the possessed. And it's just a swirl of melee in here. But I'm not then going to roll all their attacks, because I think that would just be boring to try to keep up with all of that. And you see these word bearers jump in close combat, and the predator advance. The last cannon finally reaches the brass scorpion, and it blasts off the side of it, and the brass scorpion returns fire. And flamers gout out at the word bearers as the pyroclasts stream forward, and bolters go back, and the pyroclasts start to die, as do the word bearers. But he's got a last cannon. This contender gets knocked out of the stasis as well. So once they're off of this thing, they're acting in real time now. 2 of these jump forward, but the other 2 notice a death dread. And they don't know what it is. They
Bros!
They just see an enemy. What do you mean bros? They're word
Bros!
bearers. Hey, we're word bearers too.
Time out. Whoa, I'm on your side.
Riptide jumps up into the Wraith Guard and manages to kill 2 of them as the last one jumps up and charges them and locks them in combat, slicing at the Riptide. So we're gonna toss a crack grenade and fire a bolt pistol. Crack grenade hits on a 3 and strength 6, so wounds on a 5. Hey, look at that. And you get a 4-up save because it's -1. Oh, you fail it.
I'm gonna use a reroll for my armor.
Yes, you get it back, 5+. No. Bolt pistol hits on a 3, wounds on a 5, because you're still only touching 7 on him, right?
Yep.
Phase, Wraith is going to declare charge into these orc boys. 5 slug is overwatching. Ooh, 2 hit. 5's the wound. 1 wound. 3 up invuln. Oh, you got him. He's down to 2 wounds. Charge distance, 7 inches. In he comes. And those 2 will charge your Death Dread, because we're word bearers. What's the strength? You want to Overwatch?
Yeah.
All right, what's the strength? Oh, look at that. So double 6 makes it not to strength 12, but now it has 2d6 shots instead of d6. So they have 7 shots.
Not bad.
And on top of that, it does 2d6 damage. But you still have to hit on 6s.
Yeah. Well, this is not that different for him.
Okay, so strength 12 versus toughness 4. So yeah, they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. They're gonna make a 9-up save. So you just blam as they try to get in. The Wraith attacks you with his vicious claws. 3s. Oh, look at that. Very vicious. Strength 6 against toughness 4, so 3s to wound. It's -1, so it just kills one.
Huzzah.
That's all of my chargers. That fight is ongoing. We'll figure out the end of it afterwards. So now you can pile in and fight. Regular guys first. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. 1 wound. And the knob, hitting on 3s with his big chopper. And wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, 3 up invuln. Takes another wound off. We don't have to worry about your morale, because losing 1 guy is not enough for a leadership 8 unit to lose anybody. So it's your turn.
I don't know if I go kill things or rally up and wait for the ship. Let's go kill things.
Well, you've captured 3 things, one of which turned to dust.
I really want to get this guy. I'm also terrified of this guy.
The enslaver?
But because I'm so afraid of him, I want him.
You want to capture an enslaver?
I mean, I kind of got pretty much what it was.
How will that help face Tampa?
I don't know. Get some enslaver DNA?
Because they have DNA. Start with your Deffwatch resilience. 4+, he gets his wound back. No.
Command point.
You want a command point?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, he gets it back, and do you get the command point back? No.
Him!
Big Mech? Yeah,
Oh,
D3.
D3.
He's got 2 to get back, and he gets them both back.
Okay. Oh. Good man.
And your knob. Yeah, jeez, you guys are very resilient.
Orders are moving.
Where's he going?
I don't know. Preparing for what Matthew's about to do to me is losing it too.
What am I going to do to you?
I don't know. I just don't
You're not going to
know.
go open up more stasis steels?
I gotta clear out that thing first. It's actually quite scary.
The 1 Wraith?
Yeah.
Come on, it's got 1 wound left.
I know, but no dice, sir.
Send him in, because who cares? He's
You
an
would with
NPC.
them. Actually,
And the movement, do you want to teleport? Do you want to bring your commando in?
yeah, Commando's gonna come in. He's gonna show up here.
More than 6 inches away from enemies. You're good. Want to teleport anybody?
I do not want. Yes, I'm gonna teleport somebody.
Who are you going to teleport?
This guy.
The kill can?
Yeah.
Where?
It's over here.
You have to be more than 9 inches away from enemies.
Probably.
Those are enemies.
Yeah, everybody's an enemy.
That's an enemy. You have nowhere to
they're enemy
go.
everywhere. Yeah. He's good.
What happens if you decide to teleport somebody, but there's actually nowhere to put him? Does he just like go into the warp forever?
I'll make you figure that out.
Well, that's why he's removed from play then. So you're not going to move him then?
Yeah, this is where to go actually.
Psychic.
I want to give him better armor saves again, or invuln saves.
Invuln, so you need a 6+. Let's calculate your. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Yeah, you've got +4 going on right now, so even if you reroll one of those dice, you want to reroll it, try to get a 1. You basically need to roll a 1. Ah, where's Quirk when you need him?
Okay.
So he still perils, D3 mortal wounds. 3, which he ignores on 4s. Oh, he ignored 2 of them, he's fine.
I'm gonna.
Stays down to 4. But the power does go off, he does get a 3-up invuln. And then,
And smite.
smite. So you got 8 + 4, so that's 12. So that actually perils.
Yeah, do we need to do 1 wound? So we're gonna reroll this.
And you rolled a 6. Congratulations.
Use a command point and roll this.
Try to get a 1. Yeah, and you super perilled. So do you get the command point back?
I do.
Yes. Now you take D3 mortal wounds again. That's 1, which you ignore on a 4+. No.
I'm gonna command point it.
Okay. No. And do you get the command point back? No. It's down to 3. But it does kill the Wraith with the mortal wound. At least 1 mortal wound. Orders!
Yeah, so we're gonna go daga.
Yeah. And what's your 3rd and 4th order?
Hello.
You're not gonna do any more orders?
No.
You're happy with those 2?
Yeah. You know, first we're trying to kill that scarab. Or sorry, not the scarab, the spider.
So 2 shots with the penetrator round?
Sure.
Hit on 4s, because you came in this turn. And, yeah, wow, that sucks. Do you want a double command point that?
No, we have the
Penetrator round re-rolls felt wounds against vehicles and monsters.
I have a feeling that my Death Dread's gonna do some work this time, so he's gonna shoot at him.
Okay. So the Death Dread will try next against the spider.
Same spider, yeah.
What's the strength? 7, but no doubles. How many shots? D6 times 2, so 8 shots. Hitting on 5s because he's moved. 2 hits.
Good.
Strength 7, toughness 6, so 3s to wound. Oh, 2 wounds, and it's -3 to his 3-up save, so I've got a 6-up save. Failed both of them. They do D6 wounds each. He's got 4 wounds to get through, and you got him. Now the spider, as you shot him, he was working at this console, so as he dies, he kind of tears across the console, and you can see sparks and green lightning come out of it. Any other shooting?
Nope, that is it.
That's it? Any charging you'd like to do?
Not right now, no.
So you can there's all sorts of noise. I want you to get the atmosphere of what's going on right now. There's lightning going everywhere, sparks, and all the sounds of battle are starting here, but they're really weird sounds because it's like these weird distorted sounds. Like instead of a bullet ringing out, it's like the time bubble is just distorting it. But after that console got kind of scratched a bit, you notice the bubbles start to fluctuate even more in this big area, and other areas too. The power just seems to be fluctuating here. So there's just the sounds of chaos everywhere, but just it's weird sounds because they're all distorted by time and all inside of this huge cavern. Contemptor Dreadnought bounds forward. More Wraithguard pop out as they manage to escape the stasis field that is fluctuating.
I'm done here.
You start to see motion, but it's very, very, very slow motion. And it starts to make its way towards the stasis, but there's definitely been a shot fired from this. Who knows even at what? It seems confused. Whatever this chaplain guy is, jumps down. The Terminator's behind him. Not all of them manage to shake the stasis field, though. More melt has come through as these Pyroclasts easily rip through these Wordbearer tacticals, and this last cannon that didn't belong there. Trazyn doesn't know the rules. Forward, and this Dreadnought just starts, this awesome Dreadnought, which we wish that you had the options for in certain 40K, just unloads and blasts back the first two. Are killed, and Fire Drakes are killed, and as the Possessors rip right through them. Leviathan bounds forward. Another shell slowly goes across and in slow motion takes another chunk off of the fire. Oh, shoot. Storm Eagle, thank you. The Storm Surge starts to go forward. Surges forward as this side of the stasis bubble is collapsing. The captain here tears through, the sergeant here tears through a couple more guys before being taken down to the bolter fire of the rest of the salamanders. And unable to take on the Wraithguard at close combat, this Riptide is actually chopped down and just crumples to the ground. In the shooting phase, Akira's pattern assault cannon tears into the Killican. So 6 shots, hitting on 4s, threes, because he moved. And just to clarify, I forgot they had a 2-up ballistic skill, not a 3-up ballistic skill. That's yeah. Anyway, so strength 7 versus toughness 5, so 3s to wound. Oh, just 1.
Ooh,
Keelhan has a 3-up save,
nice.
And it's -1, so 4-up. Oh, he takes it. It's down to 4. And he has a built-in Melt-A-Gun, which will fire as well. Hitting on a 2. Wounded on a 3, re-rolling, because no, never mind, it's not re-rolling, it's the damage gets. I roll 2 dice and take the best one. That's the damage, and it's -4, so you don't get a 3-up save, so you roll 2 dice and take the best one. And that finishes him off. Roll a 6 and he blows up. Yeah. Ooh. So everything within 3 inches takes 1 mortal wound, so the Death Dread and the Contemptor. And this one goes down to 9 wounds. Back to your turn.
Okay.
Your stealth cruiser is almost here.
Okay.
You can actually, your big mech is calculating that he'll be here very, very shortly, within a couple of minutes.
I'm gonna have these guys open up this tank at the end of my turn.
You think they could operate the console?
Yeah, they're gonna hit with their choppers.
Oh, they're gonna operate it that way.
Orkwe.
The orc way.
He's gonna not move, but turn around and face the enemy.
Because facing matters.
To me, it does.
Thematically, it does.
Thematically.
Oh, we forgot. Hold on, we got your Deffwatch Resilience.
Oh yeah, it's moves back. Nope, let me see. Use a command point always.
Those are words.
Yep.
Command point, so 4+. You got a wound back, and then a 5+, you get the command point back. No. And then 1 for the Death Dread. Yeah, well, he only had 1 wound to lose, or to get back. Movement!
He's running through. We are gonna just aim this way with some drones.
As you walk this way, you feel the pressure relieved a bit on his mental abilities, or psychic abilities.
A little bit. So we're gonna have the boss man. He's gonna go here.
Do you want to? Oh, the commando's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
move?
gonna go this way instead. And the commando is gonna move. Actually, no, he's gonna stay.
Do you want to teleport anybody?
I do want to teleport. I want to keep this guy teleported to about maximum range for Gork Protects.
Psychic?
Psychic phase, I want to do Gork Protects
And you have nobody within 10
on the
inches.
boss. Yes.
So you
He's
need
all by
a
himself.
6+. You got
I'll
it.
reroll this.
Get a 10+. No. It's only a 4-up involved. Any other powers he wants to try to get off?
I'm also going to do the super jump.
On whom? Or it doesn't matter. Try to get it off first.
Yeah.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah, on a 10, you have a range of 24 inches instead of 12. And you can put somebody within 3 inches of an enemy instead of 9 inches.
Yellow.
3 inches. 3 inches. There you go. Orders.
First time, Daka Daka bash him in the heads.
2 orders on him.
Daka Daka.
Got it.
Onto the Marines.
Onto the Marines, not the Contemptor.
No,
So we got 20 auto hits. Here's the first 10, winning on 3s. They'll get 4-up saves. You killed 2 of them. And here's the other 10, winning on 3s. And look at that, you killed the other one. Actually forgot that salamanders give you -1 strength to your flamers, so they'll only be strength 4 winning on 4s, but I checked the clips, and you didn't roll hardly any 3s, so, and I lost way more than 3, so we're not going to bother re-rolling at all.
he is not going to shoot this control panel.
That control panel?
Yeah.
Strength?
Oh, let's do this.
4.
I'm going to use the command point.
Alright, do it. 8.
Okay.
You want to see if they get that command point back? You don't.
No.
And how many shots? It's d6 times 2, because you give me the order. Hitting on 5s because you moved?
4s. I did not move.
Oh, you didn't move?
No.
Oh, that's right, you just turned around. Hitting on 4s.
Didn't really matter that much.
Well, you would have failed one. So
Rolled
strength 8?
Yeah.
Okay, there's 3s then. Okay. Yes, you ravage that. The little orcs come out, just like tear it apart before they succumb to the warp, and this thing is totally busted up. And you do start to see some electricity cracking throughout everything.
He's going to shoot next. He's put 1 shot in here and 1 shot in here.
1 shot into each of them.
Yes, sir.
Penetrate around.
Actually, I might as well make them 2 auto-hitting ones with the...
Strength 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3s. No. And yes. The second one gets busted up. And you can see the power surge for that one as well.
His turn.
He's going to fire at the other one?
Yeah.
So the custom Mega Blaster hitting
sir.
on 4s. All
What a
right.
wound. I'll just command point.
No, misses. Do you get the command point back? No. And the rocket hitting on a 4. Winning on a 3.
Command point.
Yeah, why not? You got 4 left, right? Do you get the command point back? No. You gonna try
big
Spitta?
Yeah, business.
6 shots hitting on 4s.
Okay.
And whoa, that's nice. Winning on 4s. So 3 wounds. And it's gonna have 4-up saves. 1 wound, so it does not do it. And charge phase.
Yes, I'm going to have these guys go charge this thing, and he's going to go ahead and charge the Dreadnought.
Why don't you just go ahead and move them in.
Okay.
And I will overwatch the Contemptor. We're gonna fight a Horus Heresy Contemptor. How does that make you feel?
I think I'm going to die.
It's only got a Dreadnought close combat weapon.
Yeah.
You got a 3-up invul?
No.
Oh, you only got 4-up
4
invul.
up.
That's right. So we got the Kier's Pattern Assault Cannon, hitting on 6s, it misses, and we got a Melt-A-Gun. Ooh, we lucky. Anything but a double 1, I think you'll get in. What do you pick up this dice?
He's in.
You're in. And he goes. You have Crushing Charge on a 4+. He does D3 mortal wounds.
I think I'm going to need it, so I'm going to re-roll that.
All right. Yeah, so D3 mortal wounds. It does 2, and then a 5+, you get that command point back. What'd you roll?
3. No.
No. So these guys don't charge this, they just manage to chop it up and destroy it. So both of these have been destroyed, and the stasis field drops. And over here you get to fight the Contemptor first. Are you hitting him with your Power Claw?
Yeah.
You have 8 attacks sitting on 4s. Not
It's
bad.
not bad.
Toughness 7, so 3s. Oh, you got 4 in there. Contemptors have a 5-up invuln. 1 stops. Which you do 3d3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 7.
Close enough.
He explodes on a 6. No.
Which was...
Blam! You just took him out like nothing. Okay, these continue to fluctuate, but the stasis field actually doesn't drop at all. There seems to be some sort of failsafe that when you destroy the control panel, it actually does not drop the stasis field at all. But this one does drop because you destroyed the power sources of the stasis field. We hate orcs. We hate orcs. Kill all orcs. Chaplain. Some sort of Duel the Fates music here. Storm Surge turns.
Oh,
Blammo! Kills the Wraithguard. Good thing there's something in between though. More Wraithguards start to escape stasis as the power continues to fluctuate. Oh, Trazyn is going to be so mad. Contemptor bounds forward, kills the rest of the Pyre class. This fight thickens as more Fire Drakes and Possessed go down. There's still this epic fight between the 2 captains in the middle. As Leviathan bounds forward, the Scorpion then turns though, and just in one solid shot, just frags right through it. The thing slumps to the ground with a big hole smoldering. And these guys, they lose a couple more, but as they do so, they do take out the rest of these jump marines. But then, Turbo Laser Destructor, blah blah, and they're dead. And one more Riptide jumps out of stasis. As does this guy, who looks strangely familiar. La da da! And the Pulsar Blast exits stasis, boom, and takes out one of the pylons on its way out. Your weird boy instantly notices an even greater easing of pressure on his mind. Like back here, he wasn't getting any negatives, but he could still feel this pressure. When one of those pylons went down, he felt a considerable drop in that pressure. And just like in a microwave, this starts to flutter as well, but it looks different than the other stasis ones, where it actually looks like these guys are flickering as well, not just the bubble around them. Shooting phase. 4 sluggas into your commando. 5s to hit. Look at that, 2 hits. 5s to wound. Oh, he's fine. This guy turns and holds up his fist and starts to light up the enslaver. He's got 6 shots hitting on 2s. So, alright. But he gets to reroll all failed hits. And wounds on 4s. Look at that. Mine's like, it takes 2 wounds. Charge phase. They will declare charge against Nobork. You want to fall back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an option. How about you Overwatch?
Okay.
Not allowed to use your sniper in Overwatch. It has that specific rule. So you want to throw a stick bomb?
Yes, sir.
D6 shots. Ooh.
Okay.
So hitting on 6s though. 1 hit, we on a 5 with a 6-up save. Oh, got one. Blam. Charging 8 inches. And they come. Yeah, he might be in trouble from this. Only a 6-up save. And then this guy, we'll call him Henry, will charge. And he'll charge 9 inches. Cha-cha! So have these guys attack first. 6 attacks just for the regular orcs, hitting on 3s. So 4 hits. Oh, so well, I still could kill him with the big chopper. 3 attacks from the big chopper. Oh, okay, yeah, that won't do it. And then Harold will attack. All right, Hector, he's got a talon-looking thing in his hand, and so he's going to attack. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Yeah, not bad. Oh, he gets to reroll. No, okay. And it wounds on 3s, rerolling and he failed. Look at that, 3. 5-up invulns. Oh! And it just glances off. The thing doesn't even seem to notice parts of it just getting ripped off. Hit back?
Yeah, we'll take it back.
You got 4 attacks.
Bear trap.
Bear trap knife.
Yep. And give me some 3s.
What's your strength?
5.
Oh, it's just strength 5, so 3s, but it has an AP, right?
-1.
-1. Any damage?
Uh,
Yeah, it does D3 damage, so it kills 2. We'll roll to see if it kills the last one. It's 4 experience. You want to consolidate? Nearest visible enemies right there.
No.
No.
Wait, yes.
You can get to cover. There you go. And this thing turns around. I'll roll 3 dice. If I roll any doubles, it mind controls the clone thing, Harold. Yep, got him.
Uh-oh.
I hate orcs. Yes. Yes, you do. Henry. Deffwatch turn, do you get your 1 wound back? No.
I'm not gonna reroll.
Yeah, at this point.
I was gonna advance.
2 inches. 8.
We're gonna zoom these up.
Protect your commando.
Yep. And we're gonna keep going forward. Oh, he's gonna stay a little
Keep
farther away.
moving forward.
This one.
Want to teleport anybody at the end of your movement phase?
Not gonna teleport, but we are gonna go right to psychic.
What are you gonna do?
If we better save to the box.
So you're 18 inches away from your knob, just barely.
Just.
So you need a 6+. You can reroll that 1.
This.
You got it.
I don't think
Any other psychic powers you want to do?
that is all he's gonna try to manifest.
Orders.
Orders. Okay, we're gonna do a move.
And
Daka Daka.
and
Daka Daka.
and.
Bash him in the heads.
Okay. Want to do your move first?
Yes. He's gonna go.
Oh, he's brave.
Hello.
Didn't even do bash him in the heads on himself. Oh, you meant
So
to give
just
him back.
bash him in the head,
So not
so
Daka
not
Daka? You don't want a quadruple flamer?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna send him to shoot him though. We're gonna do 2 d6 hits.
The strength
Roll
6
that one.
minus 1?
Yeah.
That's probably a good one. Especially with the invuln saves, right? D6 times 2. Oh, that's 10.
That's a lot of shots.
He stood still, so he's hitting on 4s. Oh, not bad. Wounding on 3s. Oh, there we go. 5 up invulns. Dang, this thing has invulns.
Shock attack done into him.
Just the strength. 8. How many shots? Did you Daka
No,
him?
he got bash on the heads.
So shock, that's 6 shots then, hitting on 5s because you moved. 2 hits. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. And 5 up invul. Saved.
Oh. Who go next? Actually, we're gonna go spit up first into him.
Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 5 up save. No. And Zappa. Missile.
Missile.
Hitting on a 4, misses.
Alright, shock attack wounds.
You mean the custom mega
Yeah, it's because
Blasters?
I'm making just
And wounding on 3s. With 5 up invulns. Otherwise, it does D3 wounds. Got him. He only had 2 wounds left. So he is gone. You see this guy shake his head, and whatever the glow in his eyes dissipates.
You're shooting with the flamer.
That'll wound on a 5. Oh, that wounds him. But he's -1 armor.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. Wound. And then you got to shoot apart, hitting on 6s.
5s.
No.
Oh yeah, I
He's
lost
5
the
up
head
ballistic skill
wound.
now.
Yeah.
What do you roll? Oh, you're actually 1 to see to hurt him. He didn't hurt him. Charge phase.
We're gonna charge in with the Death Dread first into that thing.
He holds up his talon-like hand and fires. Hitting on 6s. Re-rolling. Winning on 5s. Re-rolling. Oh! It's -3, so you got your 5 up invuln. No? You want to command point that before you find out how...
One wound?
I'm not going to tell you.
I will command point it.
Okay, it does D3 damage. 3 damage!
That's not good. Sure.
Down to 6 wounds. He's +6 to charge, because he already has +3, and then the +3 from the order.
that might
That's
be
9
enough
inches. Yeah, 9 inches is plenty. You know what? He doesn't need that. And he does D3 mortal,
charge.
4 plus, D3 mortal wounds. No.
Command point.
Command point. Didn't help, but 5 plus, you get the command point back. Nope. Him?
Yes, sir.
All right, so he's in. 4
charge.
plus. No, you want to command point that
Yeah.
last one? Easiest way to get through 3 up invuln. You get it. 5 plus, you get your command point back. No, you're out of command points now. That's kind of scary. D3 mortal wounds. 2. So he's taken 3 wounds in total. Who would you like to attack first?
We're gonna start off with the Death Dread.
And he has bash him in the heads, right?
It does.
6 attacks, hitting on 3s. And your strength 10, so it's wounding on 3s. Nice. 3 up invulns. Oh, somebody's gonna die. Your other charger can go. You got 8 attacks with him, hitting on 4s with your power claw. Ooh, not
I
bad.
didn't do that bad.
3s to wound. Okay, 4 wounds with 3 up invulns. Oh! D3 each. Don't roll low. 3, 6, 7. And he falls down. After you quickly collect the remains of Henry off the ground and chunks of the enslaver, whatever's left after you shredded it, and parts of it kind of disappear as wisps into the wind. You hear over the comms that your stealth cruiser has arrived and is powering up the teleporters. You only have to survive 1 more round.
One more round, okay.
And then you can choose to stay, or you can choose to go at any point. But it's at the beginning of your turn that you choose to leave.
What's in it for me to stay?
No, collecting more stuff.
More stuff looks scary.
The Chaplain and the Terminators finished their fight against the Wraith Guard, and yes, the Wraith Guard sucked and died. And the Scarabs scuttled towards these Wraith Guard and obviously didn't get there. And Wraith Guard end! I don't know why everything ominous is Star Trek or Star Wars, but it is.
Because everything almost in their childhood was Star Wars.
Yeah. And the huge pulse drive, blam, takes a chunk out of it, but doesn't take it down. All these missiles fly in and kill the 2 Wraith Guard, though, because it's got a lot of missiles. And the Riptide seems unaware of them and starts jumping this way. And all of a sudden, after it shimmers, 3 of these are actually gone. You don't even know where. You were distracted as you fought. When you look back, they're gone. What's wrong, Steve?
You didn't have me just rescue them, did you?
The Storm Eagle takes out the Predator. Contemptor bounds forward and guns down the last Terminator. And these guys continue to destroy each other. And the brass scorpion shell goes across again. It knocks the Storm Eagle out of the skies. Boom! And he crashes right there. Smoldering heap. And then the Riptide opens up fire. I guess he has to fire at the closest character. Well, that's going to be close. I'm going to have to measure that. Knob is 6.5 inches away. The Death Dread is 6 3/4. So he fires everything at the knob. I'm going to overcharge the Ion Accelerator. So he does D6 shots. Hits on a 4. Ah, he hits. 3s to wound. That's a wound. You got a 4 up in vuln right now. No, you don't have any command points left. Well, he does D3 damage though. No, just 1. Lucky you. We forgot he actually upgraded a wound last time, so he goes down to 6. Strength 6 minus 3, so 4s to wound. Oh, only 1 wound. Okay, you're 4 up in vuln. Got it. So it's your turn, so you've got to do this turn and survive 1 more turn, and then you can choose whenever you want to leave. But the beginning of your movement phase is when you choose to leave, except for this one. Get your wound back on 4+, you do. Death Dread, he's got 3 wounds to get back. Doesn't get any. You don't have any more command points. And on your knob? No.
I'm gonna put this guy up front.
Don't feel like charging him?
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna have him just back up a little bit. He's gonna move up as well. And he's gonna come up.
He's gonna teleport anybody?
Yeah, he's gonna teleport this guy.
He'll be more than 9 inches away from enemies.
I would here.
Why didn't he just fly?
I could have went that way.
You just realized afterwards? You're Weird Boy at all?
Yeah,
I guess we forgot that.
Huzzah!
Psychic!
Actually, I'm gonna repair him in a move phase.
Oh, right. D3. Now Psychic.
Alright, we're gonna give the invuln to the bossman again.
Need a 6+. You got 7. You got 2 guys within 10, so that's actually 9. Yeah, you just need to get a 2. Got it, but you also perilled. D3 mortal wounds. So 1 that you ignored a 4+. Mortal wound. He's down to 4. Any other psychic powers he wants to do?
Yeah, I want to do the super jump.
Okay. That's 7.
I'm gonna roll this one.
Now it is 11.
Okay.
Who are you going to teleport?
I'm gonna take Spitta.
You going to put him somewhere where he could have gone?
No, I just don't want him to die yet. I want him to take shots if necessary.
Order time!
Alright, so we're gonna do bash him in the heads. Then we're gonna do move, and Daka Daka.
And 1 more.
Oh wait, why did we give him Daka Daka then?
Your extra movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him this way.
Ooh.
We're gonna shoot him now. We're off the Riptide.
And he has Daka Daka Daka
He
on?
does.
Strength? 8. D6 times 2 shots. 8 shots.
3s.
Wound him on 3s. And he's got minus, yeah, so it's minus 3. But I get a 5 up pinball. Ooh, I saved 2 of them. D6 damage each. 5 damage. Brings him down to 9 wounds.
We're gonna fire a couple of penetrator rounds with the Riptide now.
You could do it!
4s.
Oh, no command points.
And 3s.
Re-rolling because he's against a monster.
That was minus.
Yeah, this one's minus 4. 5 up invuln. Nope, so it does D6 damage. 4, not bad. Does cripple him a bit. And Zappa's gonna fire. 4s to hit with his custom mega
Nice.
blast. Nice. 3s to wound. Rocket. 4 to hit. 3 to wound. And that one's only minus 2, so I got a 4 up save. Saved. And Spitta just because hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s. No. Charge phase.
Death Dread's gonna charge him.
Overwatch. I'll overcharge it. D6 shots. Oh, 1 shot. Hit on a 6. Hey, there we go. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. There's a wound, and it's minus 3, so you get your 5 up invuln. Ah, you made it. Plasmas. 1 hits, and wounds on a 4. No, 5. It's strength 6. Ah, that's a wound, and it's minus 1, so you get your 4 up save. Saved. Oh, yeah. Did you give him bash him in the heads, too?
Yeah.
So that's actually a 11, 14.
Oh, that's true. Basher's gonna help.
Blam. Oh, sorry. Basher in the heads gives you the 6-inch piling consolidation. This wall that gives you the +3. 4+ crushing charge? No. And then you have 6 attacks with him, hitting on 3s. He's strength 10, so 3s to wound. Got 5 up armor or invuln, take your pick. Oh, 1 gets through, does 3 damage. Seriously crippling him. He's at his worst profile now. Not that it makes his weapon skill any worse. It does drop his attacks to 2, hitting on 5s. Oh, 2 hits. Strength 6, so 5s to wound. 1 wound, but no AP, so you get your 3-up save. Oh, okay. But he was healed back to full, so he's back down to 8. You ready for the last turn you have to survive?
That's it. That's show me what to do.
Contemptor jumps down into this fight. They turn around. Actually, this one continues his duel. Here comes the brass scorpion. No. Chaplain, Terminator, charge in.
Don't do that, man. It's dumb.
I know. And the Terminator dies from Overwatch, of course. And then they're locked up. Blam! The Storm Surge is destroyed. And then it jumps this way. You notice this starts to power down as it loses power. And when you look away and look back, these 3 are gone. Brass Scorpion sees your nub and opens fire. He's got a Scorpion Cannon first, which is heavy 10. So he's hitting on 4s instead of 3s. He has no rule that ignores the heavy part. You're cringing, are you, okay?
Yeah.
They're only strength 6, minus 2 AP, 2 damage apiece. And you've got a 3-up invuln. Yeah. You're fine. 4s to hit. Unless I do above average rolling. Strength 6, toughness 6, 4s to wound. 2 wounds. 3-up invuln, everyone they fail. Oh, look at that, you're fine, you're fine. Oh, will be shattered.
I'm gonna work.
This is D6 shots, but it's strength 12, minus 3, D6 damage apiece.
Ow.
5 shots! Hitting on 4s though, because it is heavy and he moved. Woo, 3 hits. Strength 12 versus toughness 6 is 2s to wound. We got 3 wounds there. Could kill you because you're down to 6 wounds. You ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
You're lucky I don't have any command points, because I would use it. Oh! Of course!
He goes.
And blammo! On to the fight phase. Riptide will go first. 2 attacks hitting on 5s. 1 hit, wounding on 5s. Nothing. Then you can hit him back. And then wounding on 3s. 1. And I got a 5-up invuln. Not saved, so you do 3. He's got 2 left, so he dies, explodes on a 6. Does not explode. Look at you taking out Riptides like they were vehicles. It's your turn, so would you like to stick around?
No,
Hold on, before you decide,
no,
just before you decide, I haven't told you what everything else is worth, but the Brass Scorpion is worth 3 secondary points.
You can make it worth 300, I'm still leaving.
The Wraith Knight's not worth anything, because it's just Wraith
He's also
Knight.
gonna kill me.
So would you like to stick around?
You know it's get out of here.
You alright? Go. Are you one of those people that at the crosswalks, when it's like the push the button to go across, you're like beep 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 beep?
No, I don't use those, I just walk. The cars don't want to hit me, so I'll hurt the car.
And you teleport away off to your stealth cruiser. As you get back on the stealth cruiser, this is just going to represent a little portion of it. All of a sudden the alarms start blaring, and the person who's doing the calculations, the orc that's doing the calculations to go into your subspace, slipstream, whatever it's called. He needs a couple minutes. I need a couple minutes. Hold him off. Get to the guns, boys. And so you chose your commando to man the quad gun.
Yep.
So it'll be 8 strength 7 shots. I think it's minus 2 damage apiece. And then you got a quad last cannon too. So
Minus 1.
Minus 1?
Yeah.
Oh, just minus 1. And so the quad last cannon, of course, will do the job with the big mech. Yeah, that'll work. But they're all ballistic skill 4+. So what's going to happen is these guys are going to be firing at the cruiser, and we're going to treat it at toughness 7, 3-up saves. So basically they're wounded on 4s with their strength 7. And for every unsaved wound, one of the guys takes a mortal wound. If I roll a 6 to wound, and then you don't save that, then you take D3 mortal wounds on that guy instead. And it's always going to be random who takes it. Okay? That's it. And then these guys are just going to fly around and shoot at you, and you're just going to have to deal with them. We're going to roll to see who gets first turn, though. Ooh, I got a 2, you got a 6, so you get to go first. So straightforward, there's really nothing to do in the ship. Just take a shot.
Let's shoot the one over there.
This one?
Yeah.
4 shots. 2 hits. Strength 9 against toughness 6, so 3s to wound. Last cannons are minus 3, so we got 6 up. Not saved. And we're ignoring the hard to hit because I believe these things would have the +1 to hit things anyways, so we're just doing right to straight. So do D6 damage. 1 damage! Good start, Steve. Good start. So he's down to 11 wounds. This one will fly, and no matter where they go, they're going to get their shots. It's just more who you get to shoot at. I'll go here, and this one will fly over here. They do all their shots at the same time because the position doesn't really matter. We got 16 shots hitting on 3s. Correct? Yeah, it's assault weapons, 3 plus ballistic skill. Any 6s count as 3 hits. So we got miss, 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 but then we get to put 2 back with that 6, 2 back with that 6. I need 2 more. 18 hits out of 16, wounding on 4s. And 6s are the big ones. Yep. So we've got 3 mortal wounds going through, but we'll also do your 6s. 3 up. Ooh, 2 of those go through already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so this is going to hit 1, 2, and 4. So your big guy goes down to 8. He goes down to 4. And the drone goes down to 2. Now the ones that do D3, we got 2 and 3. 2 will take 3, and 3 will take 3. Wow, he's already down to 1. Better have somebody, hey, he's down to 5. Down to 2, sorry. So you got your Deffwatch Resilience, though. Let's do that really quick. Def Tread. Yes. Big Mech. No. Weird Boy. Yes. And the other one doesn't get to go one back. So he's back to 3, and the Def Tread's back up to full. But your Big Mech's down to 1. Shooting.
Okay, we're gonna put the Big Mech into that guy right by him.
First to hit. 2 hits, winning on 3s. Oh, if only you had command points left.
I'm going for this one.
That one over there, that's already wounded. So you're looking at 4s to hit, strength 7, so 3s to wound as well. 3. And this is -1, so 4 up saves. So 2 go through, so that's 4 damage in total. So they fly off and they come back. Does another pass over here. Does another pass over to here. And this one ends up coming around, going right to here. Everybody's still hitting on 4s. So 16 shots. Ooh. 4s to wound. There's a few 6s. So 3 plus saves on the regular ones. 1 gets through. 3 plus saves on the D3 mortal wounds. 1 gets through. Regular one hurts 5. And the D3 mortal wounds one does 5 as well for 3. That hits your commando for 4 wounds total.
Gunners, huh?
Yeah, your gunners apparently they're most exposed. Who would have thunk it? And your Big Mech. Let's do your Deffwatch Resilience really quick. Big Mech. No. Weird Boy. Yes. And your commando. No. Who would you like to fire at?
Going after this one.
All 4 of them to try to finish him off?
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
4 hits. Overkill, of course. 3s to wound.
Big overkill.
6 up saves. You got all 3, so 3d6, you got to do 7. Ah, you could have killed an entire one with that.
That's all good.
Oh, I got one! Don't get cocky, kid! Now then you're firing at this one. 8 shots hitting on 4s. Oh, the 2 hits, 3s to wound. With 4 up saves. Saved 1. It's down to 10. Diddle 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 diddle. This one turned to fly down this way. And Steve just pointed out that I'm doing half as many shots as I should, but for this scenario, they're only doing 4 shots each. I'm not doing 8 shots each. Just want to point that out. As, you know, space.
I think it would be dead.
Looking at 4s to hit. So crappy roll, but all the hits were 6s. So it's 2 for you, 2 for you, 2 for you, 2 for you. 12 hits. Let's go, 4 6s. 3 up for the regulars. 2 regulars get through, 3 up for the other ones. Only 1 gets through. 2 and 5, and the other one, 3 takes 1. So 2 and 5 are your 2 gunners. Boo! Down he goes. Boo! Down he goes. And the pain boy takes 1. Deffwatch Resilience. Can you get your weird boy?
Oh, yeah.
He's very resilient. Now he can run over and man a gun. So, weird boy on 1. Def Tread. He'll wire into the other one. Last cannon.
Well, yeah. Go for him.
4 shots.
He's not a good shot, though.
Not really.
No.
Oh. And the quad gun. Shooting at the other one. 4s to hit. 3s to wound. And then 4 up saves. Huh. 1 more round. And then he'll go to subspace. 12 shots hitting on 4s.
Finally!
Yeah, that was a bad one. 4s to wound. There's a 6. 3 up saves. 1 and then 3 up save for the 6. Of course, that one gets through. Now we've only got 4 guys. So the 1 wound 1 hits number 4, which is a drone, and the D3 wound 1 hits 1, which is your weird boy, for 3 wounds. 1. Won't worry about the resilience because you have one more shot and then you're going to slip into subspace. So, last cannons. Or
He's not a good shot.
yeah. And the quad gun. There we go.
A little better.
3s to wound. Okay, 2 wounds, 4 up save. All right, he did. Yeah, he's down to 6 now, so it does cripple him a little bit. As you slip into subspace. Look at our end game stuff now. The serious injuries, the guys that were killed while they, or that were knocked out of action, they get to re-roll their serious injury because it wasn't as important as when they were in the game. It was just a plasma explosion. Pfft, whatever.
Those are common.
Yeah, it is. Those are common. So let's do your knob first, who's already got 1 grievous wound. 23 is a leg wound, -1 movement. And the big mech, does he mind an arm wound, -1 strength? Now that's not -1 after the ~2, like his strength characteristic goes down to 4.
I'm gonna take this -1 strength.
Yeah, that's probably better than what might happen if you re-roll it. You got your commando next. He can re-roll that. 23, he's got a leg wound, -1 movement. Now you get your upgrades. So D6 plus D3, the D6 for surviving and the D3 for being with the guy. The guys who weren't removed from action can re-roll the D6 if they want. So they can't re-roll. You want to re-roll the 2?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
becomes a 1. Weird boy. 6. He won't re-roll that. Upgrade-wise, everybody upgraded, but the Death Dread upgraded twice.
Nice.
So let's start with your knob. 2d6 for his upgrade. He rolls a 5, which is either a wound or a primary skill.
Wound.
Yeah. Just be careful not to get anybody to 10 wounds, which is their max,
He's at 8.
because then they can be targeted. Hold on, this is secondary is combat and toughness. You're going to go for toughness?
Toughness skill, yeah.
All right, go for it. You got 6, which is hard as nails. If he's removed from play on a 4+, he does not roll serious injury.
You know what? Somebody actually got that.
Commando. Oh, double 5. This toughness or secondary skill.
Oh.
I don't think he gets toughness as a secondary skill,
Secondary's combat.
which he's getting good at, but getting to toughness 6.
I don't know. I'm gonna take the combat skill.
Combat
There's a
skill?
lot, yeah.
Okay. And 6 skill, so you can reroll those. 2 is block. Anybody attacking him close combat gets -1 to their hit rolls. Hey, your Death Dread upgraded twice. The first one is 7, which is a random stat, strength, toughness, wounds, or attacks, or either randomly between primary and secondary. So would you like to go for a skill or a stat?
I'm gonna go for a stat because they're all good for me.
Alright, so roll a d4 then, and I'll tell you what you get. 4 is attacks, so it gets +1 attacks. It goes to 3.
That's not
Second upgrade, the same thing. You want to go for the random stat
random
again?
stat. Yep.
1 is strength. It goes to strength 6, which makes his close combat weapon strength 12. And lastly, the weird boy, you roll a 7. So random stat or random skill?
You know what?
It's probably skill. That's my guess.
I'm done with you. It's gonna be skill.
Okay, so 4+, it'll be a secondary. So primary.
Nice.
Yeah, you roll 2 for primary. It's 2 and 6. You already have 6, so re-roll it. 4. So you can learn a new power, so you can know 4 powers, or you can get field to power, which is +1 to your.
Field of power.
So you get +1 to your psychic test and deny the witch rolls. Next up, we got to find out what you found and how much it's worth in secondary objectives. Now, some of them are going to be worth more than others. For example, after examination, you find out that this thing that looks like Horus, that was the joke, is actually a clone of Horus. And if you know your history, you know there were clones of Horus, and somehow Trazyn got his hands on one.
1 or 2 dozen of them.
And the fact that he's a clone and the fact that he still has some Primarch DNA, it's obviously going to be corrupted compared to the original, will make him very valuable. Everybody else will be somewhat valuable, except the Bone Giant, who is now dust. He is most likely not valuable. So what we're going to do is you're going to roll a d6 for each of these 4. On a 4+, they'll give you a secondary point, except the Giant. He only on a 6 that he does it. Okay. So roll 3 dice. For each 4+, you get a point. So that's 1, and on a 6, you get another point. Nope. So that's 1 so far, and then he is worth D3. So you only got 1 more. So you got 2 secondary objectives in total. So you've got your cruiser things. Unfortunately, you can't upgrade the command center. You need 3 to go to level 3. But you could upgrade any of the others. Medical bays to 2, teleporters to 2, or the think tank to 2. And if you don't upgrade it, Quirk is allowed to use the points to upgrade it before his mission.
Yeah, we're gonna do the think tank, I think.
So that helps with your upgrades.
You know what? I better help with the
Medical bays.
medical bay. Where are you?
Right here. So you go to level 2. So at level 1 before each mission, we didn't do it in this one because you didn't have a chance to go to your stealth cruiser. On a 3+, 1 orc can remove a permanent serious injury. There's this one. ignore the exact wording here, things are being changed. And level 2 is you can reroll 1 serious injury after each mission. So that'll be very useful for keeping guys alive. That's it for this mission. Stay tuned next week for more of the Deffwatch.